Welcome to our tub. Come on in. It's warm inside, and there's always room for more.
This podcast contains adult material and is intended for mature audiences only. If you're under 18, grab your rubber ducky and find another tub. This one's not for you.
Hello and welcome back in the tub for episode 106. I'm Mr. Berg.
And I'm Mrs. Berg.
And this week, well, we pretty much have a full-length episode with Cole. So, what we'll tell you is this is someone that we had the pleasure of meeting back in New Jersey Exotica.
Mm-hmm.
Is what we actually talked about in the intro with him. So Cole and his wife, Miss Amanda, run and are the owners of Full Swap Radio. Probably back in the summer, I believe, is when we had our first conversations with them. We were referred to them by another past guest of the show. And, well, we really wanted to sit down today and get some background on Full Swap Radio. Where did it come from? What was the vision behind it? And, well, where's it heading in the future? We found out a lot more than just that.
We sure did.
So, in with what they are doing as well, discussed some of their events that they run throughout the year. We were aware of the event that just previously happened, the Krazy Winter Nights. We weren't able to make it there, but we had heard great things about it from people that were in attendance. And now they got, 3 events coming up this year, the rest of this year, as we discuss. Cole and Miss Amanda are truly, ambassadors, I guess, for the lifestyle. A lot of what their focus is comfort, safety, all inclusion. And we talk a lot about that. After the interview and going through it, we really didn't really want to add any fluff prior to it. So decided to make this a full-length episode of that interview. Hope everyone enjoys this. Be sure to, again, as we've said in the past, check out Full Swap Radio. There are some great podcasts on there, content creators, that are talking about how a little bit of every aspect of the lifestyle itself. So whether you're into the fet kink, swinging, whatever it may be, we're sure you'll find something there that, could be educational, can be entertaining, or all of the above.
Mm-hmm. It might even make you think, hey, I might like that.
Exactly. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this conversation with Cole from Full Swap Radio and Kasbh. Welcome back to this week's episode. And as we had said, we are joined by a special guest. Our guest for the second half is a podcast host. He is the brains, or half of the brains behind what listeners have heard us talk about, Full Swap Radio, as well as just a proponent and a huge supporter of the lifestyle in general. We had the pleasure of meeting him back in New Jersey at Exotica, and really a great person to have a conversation with. So wanted to have him on today to, share more about Full Swap Radio, about himself, and about really what he is out there doing to promote and help support the lifestyle. So please take a minute and welcome Cole to the show this evening. How are you?
Hi, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Well, and again, thank you. We know you got a lot going on. Always something, some iron in the fire, something working, some kind of project. Yes. So, definitely appreciate the time you're taking. So, as we kind of start, can you let the listeners know where they can find Full Swap Radio and your show as well?
Sure, absolutely. So Full Swap Radio, you can find us online at fullswapradio.com. We also have an Apple app, FS Radio, and an Android app, FS Radio. So we're out there everywhere. There's links on other shows just like you guys' that have links to our site, which is awesome. And we have a show. I have two shows. I have Crazy Truth About Swinging and Kasbh's Rants. And I get the chance to actually listen to more podcasts now because I have Full Swap Radio. Because when I'm working on the radio station, I get to listen. And one of the greatest parts of this is how much stuff I'm learning. Because the whole concept was to make sure to have a location where people could come, listen to their favorite show, and then maybe hear about some other things, other parts of the lifestyle, other part of the adult world, and find another show that they go, I need to listen to that too, and maybe I'll learn some stuff. And that's what we've managed to do. So it's exciting to get to hear the different types of shows, the different type of content that all of our content creators have, different views and how they see the lifestyle and the adult world, and it's a lot of fun, and we're growing every day, and we're excited about that.
Yeah, and it is a great platform. Again, when we're out there, the lifestyle is so much word of mouth.
Yes,
and getting into this side with, even from our side, from the podcast, it was, okay, well, you have your contacts in your local, I hate to use the word market, but that's what it is. So to be able to expand and get out to others, it can be a struggle.
Yes. The reality of it is there's a lot of noise in the adult and the lifestyle world when it comes to podcasts. And the challenge is that when you're new and you're trying to learn, you're trying to find a resource, all that noise of the thousands of podcasts, thousands of websites gets confusing, it gets frustrating. So the concept behind it was one voice yelling is loud. 50 voices yelling the same thing is louder. And that's ultimately what the plan was let's have a resource that we're all yelling the same thing, saying, hey, here we are as a resource, and help cut some of the noise out for people to be able to find our shows and our information.
And extremely fair when you say that, because yes, there is so much, and okay, you hate to say who is experienced, who's just doing it, who's telling stories. Well, you know what? The group of creators have great insight.
Yes. And they have unique insight. So one of the things that I've always said is there's so many avenues for the lifestyle. The kink community, BDSM, voyeurism, nudists, swingers, cuckold. I mean, there's just so many different things. Here's the reality of it. We're all in the same tree. We're one big tree. We're just all different branches of the tree. When the truth comes out, there's really not that much difference between the damn branches. It's more of we don't look up and we don't see the other branch, or we assume that the other branch isn't like us. And the reality of it is when we get a chance to hear about those other branches, we get to hear about those other sides. Sometimes it spurs a little something in us, and we're like, well, I've always been kind of interested. And all of a sudden we want to learn, we want to listen, or maybe we go, I didn't even know that existed. Let's face it, coming from the swinger side, we're not Kingsters, we're not BDSM. When we first got into it, well, that was the meet and beat group, and the Kingsters, the Kingsters will get swingers as they'll fuck anybody group. And then you had the hippies, that was the nudists, and then you had, once we break down the misunderstandings and we go, holy shit, look, folks, we're all pretty damn close to the same thing. We share a lot of same things, a lot of the same values. If we just if we have a chance to hear and learn something besides the stereotypes, which kill us all the way across the board in life, and we get to hear the real version, and then also it's like, well, hell, we're not that far apart. And we grow.
And you're absolutely right. And we've talked about that as well. And you saying it's like a tree. That's absolutely right. We've described it as a spider web. Lifestyle is the center and everything just splits off of it. And at the end of the day, we're open-minded people that have a different fetish that gets us off, from the BDSM style or from the BDSM side of the lifestyle. When we got into the lifestyle 14, 15 years ago, that
might be even longer than that now.
Yeah, it really was. That was taboo, and there was a hard line.
Yes,
that the swingers,
right. Those communities were very, very separate.
Yes. It started to, and over the years, we've seen it kind of start to touch, kind of mingle a little bit. Mm-hmm. And even from our side, it has, at the start, it has been, nope, not interested, not even, nope. Mm-hmm. And, we've gotten to the point where, okay, yes, we have, experienced Impact Play and Shibari because of some podcasts, because of our experience even with the podcast and being at Exoticas and just meeting other people there.
Right, but even BDSM, even FET has branches within it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was part of the taboo is everyone thinks BDSM and thinks, oh, extreme.
Yeah, I'm tying you down and beating you.
Right.
well, and here's one of the things that we've found is, and I use this example, and so I'm going to apologize for this analogy ahead of time, but it fits and it's true. Because one of the things that Full Swap is doing is we're growing to also incorporate more the adult industry side websites as well. And here's the reason why. When we got in the lifestyle, there was a hard line between swingers and the Kingsters. And then 50 Shades of Grey comes out, and every swinger goes and sees it, and they run out and they find anything that they can beat the crap out of each other with. And look, here's a stick. They start slapping the crap out of each other, right? They don't know what they're doing. And they're not maximizing the experience. So our thing was, within our own events and activities, we wanted to let's bring in people that know what they're doing, and let's bring in folks from that community can teach and educate, and vice versa. Now we have a different type of thing. Now we've reached the point of, let's build a website, let's put dirty pictures on it. We'll be rich. We're all going to be porn stars, and so now we have the same type of a necessity that we feel like with all of our events and with Full Swap Radio to bring in, let's expose the folks that think they want to do this to people that are living that world that can provide insight. So instead of just chaos in motion of people going, I heard about it this one time and now we're making shit up as we go, let's have an opportunity, a place where I can be a swinger, but I can learn about the Kingster side, or I can be, I can learn about the adult side. I can learn about these other things to enhance my experience and avoid making mistakes that maybe, just maybe, are going to really ruin that experience, or or worse type thing, if that makes sense.
And it truly does. And again, the part you added with, yes, the content creation, the OnlyFans, the loyal fans, those sites now, yes, have just been inundated. Yes, you see lifestyle people in it. Yeah, I mean, and we shared with listeners a few weeks ago that, we finally got an OnlyFans up and going and said, all right, let's play around with this a little bit. But again, that whole end. So sure, as you said, the education is such a big thing for even from the lifestyle side, because as you have this group of content creators that you are sharing their shows weekly, everybody has a slightly different take, different experiences. And I mean, as we listen to podcasts, we're still saying, never had that experience, but boy, well, I kind of got to think of how we would handle a situation or that or this.
Yes, very, very much so. And we recognize and understand everybody, how people enjoy a podcast and how they enjoy receiving information is different. And so one of the neat parts with Full Swap Radio is that we are able to have shows that are everywhere from highly educational. I mean, Dr. Stephanie's on our show. I mean, a clinical standpoint and sex education to erotica readings to all points in between. So we offer options for everybody. So if you listen to our show, like Crazy Truth About Swinging, we start our show off with, "Hey, you crazy motherfuckers." That's how we always have whatever. Okay. So there are people out there, I know it's hard to believe when you meet me, that go, I'm a very much a Leo. And they go, wow, this guy's annoying as hell. And that's okay. And so maybe they want to listen. They're not going to get anything out of my show, but they can listen to one of our other shows and go, "Hey, I like this. This is how I learn. I enjoy these people," or vice versa. That's what makes Full Swap so important, is that we have options without people having to spend hours searching through Spotify and all the other things trying to find their tribe, their people, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally fair. And again, on the website, the bios of all the shows are there. There's a short bio. It gives information on the hosts, on really what the shows are about. So, you're able to really use it as a dictionary and say, all right, hey, this sounds pretty cool. This sounds like something I'd be into. And, let me give this a try.
No, yeah.
Absolutely. And
there's ones we listen to that you like them and I can't stand them.
Yeah.
And it's more personality for me, or, things like that. But, and there are a few different ones we listen to, but there are certain ones that I'm just like, okay, not that one.
Yeah. She's like, not for me. You can listen to it when you're in a car by yourself. Okay.
Right. Well, and that's the other thing with the radio station. We make sure that all the shows we have their links to their websites or to their social media. We want to do everything we can to promote those shows and to give people that are listening all the information they need to find out more about their favorite shows. We don't want to hog the information. We're not trying to you're on our show. You can only find us here. Everybody, if you're not here, go to hell. We don't want that. We want to make sure they can find your website. They can learn more. They can listen to back issues. They can, episodes. They can, where you're going to be. They can support you with your merch. That's important. Because as the thing grows, that relationship, our show's been going for 7 years now, and we're a weekly show. I think we've missed a total of 4 weeks in 7 years.
Wow!
So we have a relationship with our people, and we want every show to have that opportunity to build that relationship. Because to do this, people don't understand. If you're listening, you go, doing a podcast is easy. It's not. It's there's a lot of work to put on a quality show, and to do it bi-weekly, monthly, every week, whatever each show does, it takes effort and time to do that. And so we want to make sure that the podcasters and the content creators get maximum opportunity to really build that relationship with their audience. And we want the audience to have the optimal opportunity to really get to know their favorite content creators. We think that that's important. We don't charge for Full Swap Radio to listen to it. That's why we run commercials. I mean, we're just like anybody else. That's, let the companies that want you to hear this stuff pay for it. But we want to help. That's how we believe helps the lifestyle get better and grow. And that's ultimately what we're all about in everything we do.
And again, it is successful. I will say that as I look at our listenership, since we've been on it and kind of plugged that, we've seen an increase.
It's slowly but surely growing.
Yes, in areas, in geographic areas that we've never seen before. So again, as you say, it's kind of that. The community, the lifestyle is a community. It's a family. We've talked about that. And, this is kind of part of that family, bringing all of the creators together to help them grow and be part of that family.
Very much so.
So as you had said that in some of your events and things, so flip side of the radio, do you host events? Do you set up events? Can you elaborate a bit?
we do everything. I drive my wife absolutely insane. So we are Kasbh Inc. And it's the main company that owns obviously the radio station, and that's us. We've been going for about 7 years now, and our whole focus has always been. The lifestyle is not that hard. People make it harder than it needs to be. And so as we've grown through our stuff, if you look and you'll see even on Full Swap Radio, in the middle of the logo is the middle finger. That's our logo with everything. And the reason for that is that we started this because we had the basic concept of we don't believe in clicks. We don't believe in the bullshit that's in the lifestyle, to put it bluntly. Pretty much it's that. If you don't want to be inclusive, if you don't want to be open-minded, if you don't want a basic coolness factor, we're basically telling you to fuck off. And people said that you can never do that nationally. And what we've proven is that, yes, you can, because everybody wants somebody to be the Pied Piper, and I'm that Pied Piper, and happy to be that Pied Piper. But our events, when we started to do events, we said we would never do events, and now we do.
And here we are.
Now here we are. We just finished our crown jewel event. Is our Krazy Winter Nights.
Yep.
And Krazy Winter Nights is actually it's a gala. It's evolved into this. We just finished our 6th Krazy Winter Nights, and we've won a couple of ASN awards for a national event, and which is a huge honor. And we can get people to the Midwest from all over the country in the middle of winter, which is amazing. But it's a whole weekend. It's evolved into where we have a large vendor fair. We have a Friday night dance. We have seminars. We have events running throughout the weekend. And it culminates with Saturday night is our black tie optional formal, where we give out our Kasbh Lifestyle of the Year awards and our Ernest Burt Memorial Award. It's what is so much fun about Krazy Winter Nights is we have people from all over the country. This year, this is the last year that we're going to do it in Nebraska. Next year, it's moving to Kansas City. People are very excited about that. So,
okay, nice.
But this year we had 38 states represented. Last year we had 43 states represented, 3 countries. People come and have a weekend. We don't do frat parties. A lot of people go. We don't have playrooms at our events. All the dirty fun parts of the swinging lifestyle that happens in your room, because we want somebody that if you're new, you shouldn't be intimidated walking down the hall. It's about inclusion. It's about getting maximized the experience. How much you want to participate or not participate, that's up to you. and we just have a ton of fun. That's our crown jewel, and we love Krazy Winter Nights. It stresses us out the most, but we're already full planning for next year's. And then we have 2 summer events: Krazy Summer Nights, which is at a campground. We do it's clothing optional campground, much more laid back.
Nice.
But one's for Miss Amanda's birthday, one's for my birthday. So that's always
there. You go.
That's always a good time. And now we just added for next year our first Krazy Vegas Nights. So in July of this year, we will have we're teaming up with Whispers, and we'll have a 4-day event at Whispers in the desert. So,
Vegas.
We do a lot, but again, what people find when they come to our events, and I'm going to put this huge plug because we push. There's cost of doing business, and we're all about it. We are big on security. We're big on volunteers. We have unleashed. We're big on tackling the problems that a lot of people don't want to talk about that do happen in the lifestyle. Things like drugging at events and things along those lines. In 2023, we unleashed our Kasbh safe tables. So at all of our events, we actually have tables that are staffed by my staff, where you actually go check your drink in. If you're going to go to the bathroom, go to the dance floor, whatever the case may be, and then come back. So only my staff touches it. If you forget, you can bring your drink up. We have testing kits right there to test your drink to make sure that your drinks are safe. Making sure that people can come to an event, a national event, an event that we've had as many as 1,100 people at, and not be intimidated and not be worried about my wife's going to go to the bathroom. Oh my God, is she going to be safe? Type scenario. Those are the things that are paramount to us. We believe in the concept. We don't offer specialized pricing for single females. We don't have expensive pricing for single males. We have security. We have people that watch. We give everybody a chance until you prove that you are not cool, at which point in time then you're removed and banned for life. So we, there's certain things you can't price people out, and you can't just because somebody has certain genitalia means that they're automatically should be allowed in. And we don't do those things. So, and our events also support our biggest program, which is Kasbh Cares. Sorry, babble a lot, but what Kasbh Cares?
No, this is great because you've already hit on the safety, and it's those little things. I mean, you even go to a club and you're like, all right, Mrs. needs to go to the bathroom. I'll walk you there because, if it's a new club, you're just not sure, or I'm going to stay within within view of the bathroom, so I know you're fine. That is so important again. And as you said, if it's someone new, is it their first or second or third event and may still be testing the waters? Exactly. You want to make sure that they are not, that there's not anxiety because you got to go to the bathroom. You want to have anxiety thinking, all right, we're going to have fun and let's play. And that's what you need to be your blood needs to be moving about.
Exactly. And that's, and I can remember when we first got in the lifestyle, I used to call it, Miss Amanda would get, I'm like, they're cutting you from the herd. She'd go to the bathroom event, and I'm kind of a bigger guy, right? So apparently I'm intimidating. I don't think I am. I'm kind of a teddy bear, but, they wouldn't necessarily come up and talk to her when I'm standing there, but all of a sudden, if she went to go use the restroom, well, they're coming in like raptors, and it's like
they circle like sharks.
Okay, that's not going to fly. We work exclusively with My Cup condom to provide everybody with the drink spike prevention things for their drinks. It's an unpleasant reality in the lifestyle or any event that this kind of shit happens.
Sure,
but so many times people want to bury their head in the sand and go, "Well, it wouldn't happen here." The reality is that's bullshit. And when you choose to take that path, what you're choosing to do is put your guests at risk. And my philosophy has always been this. I may not know your wife or your girlfriend or you, but you know what? If I don't want it to happen to my wife or one of my friends, then I'm going to make damn sure it's not going to happen to your wife or one of your friends or to you. that is a priority. We want single male or females to feel like that they can come to our event and be safe and be comfortable. That's a huge priority to us, and if you don't make it a priority, it won't be a priority. I mean, that's kind of our philosophy all the way through with it. We push the family concept, the community concept, because we believe it. And I started to mention Kasbh Cares. We started about 4 years ago, where we help people in need in the lifestyle. To date, we've given away about $109,000. We've raised money, whether it be for folks with medical situations. We've helped pay for people that were in abusive situations get out, people that got financial difficulties, lost a job, electrical bills, all those sorts of things. Because again, it's a community. It's the sex part of the lifestyle is the easiest part of it. And if most people, if you're in the lifestyle any time, you understand the difference between what the stereotype of the outside world is, where we have sex with everybody and it's just like easy to just whatever, to it's friendships, it's a community, it's like-minded people. It's more than that. And those things like Kasbh Cares, we also have Kasbh Safe on our website. So, we know that most people, if you're going on a single and going on a date, you tell a friend, hey, I'm going to go out with Bob. We're going to dinner here. You may not feel comfortable telling your friends, hey, I'm going out on a hookup. So yeah. we created Kasbh Safe. You can actually go on crazykasbh.com, click it. You can put all the information of who you're going with, where you're going, what time you're going. You can actually put a picture of the person you're going with, all the information. You set the parameter of when you're going to be back home, so that if you don't check back in when you're back, we're going to send a reminder, hey, are you okay? You're going to put a contact person, so that after a certain amount of time that we can notify contact person to do a wellness check. We want to provide, we want to show that the lifestyle is more than just fucking. I mean, that's the stereotype that's out there, and we want to show how much more there is to the lifestyle, and we feel the only way you can show that is by putting the programs in place to do that. So that's our big push.
And again, all of that is it's above and beyond anything else that I think we've ever seen, we've ever really heard or discussed. And again, to the family, the community. I mean, there are friends we have made in the lifestyle that are some of our best friends.
Yes.
And will be for all of our lives.
Yes.
And most of which we've never played with.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There are some that, hey, we're just like-minded. We never necessarily click to get naked, but, right. It's not the stereotypes and of exactly what you said. Oh, you just go around fucking. We have a few vanilla friends that we've shared about the lifestyle and our side of it. And, that is like the first question.
That's the first, right. Is it a naked orgy all the time?
Yeah. Do you walk into a club and it's like Caligula? With guys just helicoptering around and freaking sticking it in any and every hole. No.
That's how you catch things you don't want.
Wouldn't it be fun to actually find one of these parties that some of the vanilla people think we're having? Because they sound like it might be a hell of a time if you could ever actually find one. But
yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, you know what? We've been to a lot of clubs and stuff, and yeah, even in the group playrooms, you might see like 6 people or 8 people. Nah, it ain't 20 to 30 just going at it.
Porn swinging, real life swinging. There's a huge difference.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, it's about relationships and connections and just friendships.
It really is, and one of the cool things now for us is that as we continue our journey through, Miss Amanda is now obviously in the adult side as well. So now we're going into the adult side also, and we've been very fortunate through the contacts we've made through the years that we have been able to have tremendous people that are helping steer us to learn that side of it with and avoid a lot of the pitfalls that are out there. But one of the truths that hold true, so many of the adult performers are also swingers, are also lifestyle.
Yes.
There's a tremendous amount of similarities there, and honestly, with all of the swinger, the lifestyle side, the adult side, Bill and Ted had it right 35 years ago. Just be excellent to each other. It's really not that hard if we all just treat people with a little bit of respect, a little bit of common courtesy. We open our mind a little bit, because the one thing in the lifestyle, let's face it, sometimes even in the lifestyle, we can get closed-minded to something we don't understand. If you don't understand it, sometimes we get closed-minded to it, and even in the lifestyle, we have to work at that. Let's give it a chance before we throw the judgment out there.
Sure.
But if enough people will lead the way with that, the masses will follow. It's just about having people stand up in the lifestyle and say, "Hey, follow me," and lead down the right path, and great things can happen. I truly believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree totally with that. It is, and as you went through earlier, like my take has always been, don't be a D-bag.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's just mine. Just don't be a douche.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not that hard. It's just we make it harder than it needs to be. I mean, if you think back to when you first got in lifestyle, I can remember the first meet and greet we went to. We didn't even really understand what a meet and greet was. They rented out a bar, and we still smoked at the time. We pulled up. There was like 3 cars there, and we sat in our car. We smoked a pack of cigarettes, trying to get the car job. We were going to go in or not go in. It looked like we were on a stakeout from a pile of cigarettes on both sides. And finally, we're like, fuck it, we're going in. And we went inside. There'd been more people get there. We found a table as far back to the back as we could. We looked like gunfighters. We made sure our backs were against the wall. Nobody could sneak up on us, and sat there just scared someone, because our thought was, do people get naked? We had no idea. We had no clue. And we were so fortunate. There was a guy that came up to us, and he goes, "You're new," which of course scared the hell out of us, because somebody talked to us. Now we actually got to talk. And we're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Come with me." And he grabbed us, and he literally took us around the room and introduced us to everybody. Now, the irony of that whole thing is, about the 7th person he introduced us to was a guy I worked with. It was like, "Sweet mother of God." and his answer was like, "I'm so glad to see you. I always thought your wife was hot." But, but still, he that lesson that I learned that night, and we've tried to do that as Kasbh has grown and everything, including the radio station, is we have a responsibility as people that have been in a lifestyle longer to reach out to the new people and go, "Hey, it's okay. Come here. And, you're going to be all right." And get them, make it easy to get information to them, make friendly, take them around. And whether it be a way to find information or talking to people at events, it's seriously, that lesson was one of the best things that happened. And we've never forgotten that, because every single person walks in, and they were us, the scared new people, going, are we making the biggest mistake of our lives, or are we starting the greatest adventure of our life?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you don't know. And I mean, yeah, every single one of us has been there in the lifestyle.
Yep.
Yeah. The deer in headlights first time. Oh shit. What did I get myself into?
And then we had,
the thing is that we had somebody tell us when we first got into this, remember, every time you hook up with somebody, you're testing your relationship. And that's true.
Yeah.
The reality is, some people like to golf for a hobby. Some people collect stamps. Our hobbies, we have sex with other people. It's a hobby, but the risk factors are higher. The challenge, no one's going to lose their job because they collect stamps, but they are going to lose their job if they're having sex with somebody else. I mean, it that can happen. So that uncertainty that goes with it, and helping people learn the information, learn how to balance it. I mean, let's face it, we see the new people that go, I've just found sex for the first time in my life, and they're just like, and off they go because they're new and running amok.
Yeah. It's like a teenage boy ready to just freaking go like, whoo-wee.
I am 16. Nobody knows where I'm at. And sweet mother of God, my penis works. Yeah. And we have the responsibility. It's, we talk about consent all the time. And I always tell people, I'm like, if we go to an event and somebody's new and they're standing there and 5 people walk up and each one of them slaps Miss Amanda on the ass and says hi and gives her a hug. Well, sometimes if you don't know, you're nervous. When in Rome, you're trying to fit in. So you walk up and go slap her on the ass and say, hi, Miss Amanda. And all of a sudden you're getting, thrown out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we have to educate.
Yeah. Because you have to educate because you know what? Those 3 people prior could be friends for the last 15 years. And that's how it is. Exactly. and that because those consent lines have already been drawn, and it's okay.
Exactly, and that's how you just obviously there's the ones that are just that are doing it on purpose. That's a different story. But sure. I truly believe that most people, it's an education thing. They don't know. Mm-hmm. You don't want to stand out, so it's our job to help them. If you go to your regular club or a venue, if someone's never been there before, if they're new. We all recognize the regulars and go, we've never seen that person before. What do we do as seasoned lifestylers? Do we make the decision to reach out, or do we make the decision to ignore them? And it's a choice every single season one of us have to make every time we go out.
Yeah,
and that's I know that's totally far off from the radio station, but it ties in because that's why I believe in the radio station so much. And again, as we said, the radio station gives different people different outlooks, and this is all conversations as well that ties into the lifestyle, and as you said, the radio station, and what your hopes are to portray and what you're trying to put out there, because again, yes. We've seen it in a club where, all right, yep, they're the new ones. And in our clubs here, the local ones, because if it's somebody's first time at the club, they come in, they're walked to the bar to check their alcohol, and then they're given a tour. Gotcha.
So
let's just single them out some more.
Yeah. So immediately when they come in, they're given a full tour of the club by one of the volunteers and staff at the club. So at that point, it's one of two. You say, oh, that's a new couple. Let them get kind of adjusted and get set. And then there's the other take on it, and there's some that are. There's some other couples or singles there that are like, all right, fresh meat in the water, let's roll.
Yeah. It looks like something out of Shawshank Redemption, betting on the new fish. Yeah, I got you.
So it's one of the two that you get. But again, it's about being welcoming and, hey, if you have any questions, here we are. Let us know. This is our name. Enjoy yourself. It can be something as small as that to make someone more at ease and comfortable.
Yes. Well, we talk about clicks and everything, and so many times as we always, in our newbie classes, we try to teach the fact that, understand, a lot of times it's not a click, it's people are going to talk to the people they know that they're comfortable with. Yeah. And so they're not trying to exclude, but that's where it's up to those groups. Look, we all can sense when somebody's like hovering. They're like they want. All you have to do is open the circle a little bit so that you get a little bit of eye contact. Mm-hmm. And I think that we all forget. The new people don't know yet, and those that forget. Just because we talk to you and are nice with you doesn't mean we have to fuck you, or vice versa. So it costs you nothing to open the circle a little bit. Just so they feel included, or to say, "Oh, hey, by the way, how are you guys?" You don't even have to make them. They don't have to become your best friends. But all of us had that moment in time. We had an experience, every single one of us, where we either it was a quality enough experience that we came back the next week, Or there's other couples that had that experience that they felt so ostracized or so uncomfortable they never came back. And at every club this weekend, there's going to be 1,000 people across this country that are going to be at that moment in time. Half of them are going to have a great experience and come back, and some really great people are not, and they're going to be scared away. And that's where seasoned people, we have such a responsibility.
Yes, to continue to grow, to continue to shine a positive light. Mm-hmm. At the end, it's being positive and giving the positive, the positive results to someone that again says, "Wow, all right," and continues to spread the word and change the stereotypes. Stereotypes are not going to change overnight. It takes a long damn time to get that to change.
Mm-hmm. Well, and let's face it, one of the things I always think is funny is who are the first people usually to latch onto somebody new? It's usually the people that are the most drama-filled people that you know in the group. You're just like, they're the and they, because you know what? It's somebody new to tell their side of the story to, and it's like you see them beeline. You're just like, no, you just want. It's like you're diving for them. No, you know. Trying and you know how that became so obvious to us was because we travel more. So even though a lot of people know us, they don't know us. So we kind of get that experience of being the new people in a lot of times. And it was like, one couple came up and they left, and another couple, the host couple came up and said, hey, and it was kind of obvious. Like, and you see that when you go into new places, and it's kind of interesting being an experienced couple to walk in and see how the regulars, you know, I'm from Nebraska. We have small towns out here that when you walk into the restaurant, literally the whole restaurant like stops and stares at the new people. You know, we've lived that reality. And when you have long hair like I do and paint your fingernails black, we live that reality. So, you know, that it's the same thing for a new person walking in. What is your group going to do when that new person walks in? You know, are you going to stare at them like, who the hell are you? Or are you going to welcome them?
Yeah. Well, again, it is, just warming, really, just to see kind of what you guys, what the focus is. And again, the all-inclusive is definitely a big thing. Yes, you tend to see a lot of, as you said, cliques, but yeah, those are people that have known each other for years, not necessarily a clique, but they can give off that vibe, to new people or people outside that are like, yeah, we're just going to stay away from that. We're not going to be welcome there. So as you talked about the events, where can listeners find out information on those?
Absolutely. So we have our main website, which is KrazyKasbh.com. And everything's with a K. So it's KrazyKasbh.com. And we always have all of our events listed and time tickers going to how long till the next one. I hadn't put that on. That's for me to make sure that I keep adding gray hairs. We do all of our ticket sales there, as well as you can reach out to us with any questions. We're always very happy to answer anything. You can send us requests to be added to our secret Facebook pages or private Facebook pages that we have. You can also find us on all the main sites as well. And you can reach out to us on Full Swap Radio also. You can shoot us an email that way as well and ask about our other sites and our other things, and we'll be happy to get you information on that as also. So one thing we love to do, I keep weird hours, so if you send me an email at 2 a.m, you'll probably get a response back at like 2:30. So we have people that are watching the website all the time, so we make sure we get back to people very, very quickly. Because again, we want to answer anything. There's no such thing as a dumb question. We're happy to share anything we can about any of our events or any events that we know about in the area as well.
The only dumb question is the one that isn't asked.
That's exactly right. Yep. That's exactly right.
Well, and yeah, we definitely need to try to get to an event sometime this year. I know the Crazy Winter Nights just didn't it didn't work out scheduling wise for us. I know when we met back in New Jersey, we had discussed it, and we just couldn't get that figured out. Maybe we'll have to see next year if we can make that work. And hey, Kansas City, I guess, as of yesterday, Super Bowl champion city.
Yeah, that's why we're waiting until February. I'm a Colts fan. We're hoping to have dates out in the next month or so for next year for KWN, and we're excited to be in Kansas City because it will make it easier for people coming in from all over around the country, bigger airports, a little further south because everybody's always excited about a little more away from the snow if possible, and we're super excited, and we hope a lot of people come down to Krazy Vegas nights. They're up. The information's up on Krazy Kasbh. It's going to be a great time. It's not a hotel takeover. We're working with Whispers, but it's a great deal. They're working with us to have access to the club Thursday through Sunday to have a complete club takeover, and we're excited to have something down there because obviously a lot of our folks that are in California and that whole southern part of the country are going to get a chance to get to an event maybe they haven't got to go up north. So we're excited. There's nothing more fun for Miss Amanda and I than getting to meet the people on our pages and in our groups and our listeners, and it's truly a highlight for us. We love getting to do it, and we're excited about it. And getting to go to Vegas, and twist my arm.
I enjoy Vegas.
Vegas in July, though?
Ooh, that's a warm one.
Yeah, I'll be inside a lot.
Yeah.
And we'll be at the ASN Awards also. We'll be out at the Poconos at the ASN Awards in August. So
we will see you there for sure.
Yep, and the Exoticas. We will have a booth. Miss Amanda will have a booth at the Exotica, so we'll be at all the Exoticas this year.
Awesome. And that was going to be our next question because we are geared up. We have our room ready and reserved for Chicago, so that's that's not too far away.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's
actually isn't that like 2 months from today?
Yeah, it is. It's April 12th through 14th. So, literally, it's 2 months from us sitting here recording this today.
Yeah. It's more. I do Santa Claus in the winter, and obviously during Christmas time. And I keep doing these events. I won't have to dye my hair at all. It will all be naturally gray. I promise for this next season.
For the whole next year.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Again, it was great to talk to you, and really, like as we met and we got to hang out with you and Miss Amanda in New Jersey, and have a few drinks, and kind of hang out with yourself and the whole ASN group. We learned some stuff about you, but we learned a lot more today. This really was great. You got so much more going on than we were aware of. Again, hopefully the listeners, maybe learn some stuff, got some ideas. Look, there's some other events going on. Hit up the website and take a look, see if anything is in your area or works in a time frame to get out and see this.
Absolutely.
Because again, this is so community friendly and revolved around the community.
Yes.
That it's great what you're doing, and worth it for everybody to get out there and take a look. And we'll have to look at our calendar as well and see when we can't get out to an event for sure.
Absolutely. Got to come meet Miss Amanda. She's the sell-in feature. I just carry the heavy stuff, and she's the exciting part to come. I'm going to put a plug for her website, just missamanda.net. Check it out because she's out and around as well. So she loves to get a chance to. One of the cool things with being on the adult side is that we're able to bring a lot of those to both worlds. So our event is going to have more of some of the adult folks there too. So it's a chance to meet other people. They're really just cool people. So and they love to meet people and have fun.
I mean, even that community. I mean, the way they accepted us, and we were pretty much nobody's. Like, it's still mind blowing at times that we can say that some of them are great friends. I mean,
It is. It's an extension of the lifestyle community because, again, it's about sexual open-mindedness and really
sexual positivity.
Sexual positive and wanting to have fun, just enjoying life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, again, we thank you for your time. We'll let you go and continue on with your day. And hey, look forward to seeing you in 2 months in Chicago.
Can't wait to see you guys. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
All righty. Thank you. All right. Well, again, there didn't want to add any other fluff other than this conversation that we had. And really bring everything to you. For you to hop on and check out what it is that they are doing at Full Swap and Kasbh. I was waiting. I didn't know if you had... I didn't know if you were going to chime in with anything. I don't know.
Is it Kasbh or Krazy Kasbh?
Yeah, Krazy Kasbh.
Krazy Kasbh.
Is the website.
Okay.
You know, and both Full Swap and Krazy Kasbh's website will be in the show notes, so you can check out either one of those. They're heading out to Vegas in July. A little warm, but, you know, hey. They will as...
Makes it easier to wear less clothes.
Yeah. As he had said, they will be at all the Exoticas. The ASN Lifestyle Awards in the Poconos in August. So if you're going to any of those conventions or shows, you'll be able to catch them there. Again, he is a great person. Himself and Miss Amanda are fun people. We had the pleasure of hanging out with them one evening in New Jersey and having some drinks with the whole crew from ASN Lifestyle Magazine. And it was a good time. So with that, as we have said in the last few episodes, now on top of checking us out on Twitter and Instagram at Berg Couple for Fun, Reddit, the Bergs, or no, Reddit is Berg Couple, sorry. I'll get it right eventually. We're now kind of getting through the world of OnlyFans and Loyal Fans. So OnlyFans is Berg Couple for Fun and Mrs. Berg. And on Loyal Fans, it is Mrs. Berg. So check us out there. Again,
we need to just pre-record all of that and pop it in.
Yeah. Again, on Full Swap Radio, Monday at 9 a.m. and Friday at 1 p.m. Every week. You can catch past episodes. You can as well see a full list of all our past episodes at inourtub.com. So take care of yourself. Boy, this has been a short winter.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, but it's been great. Great to be able to get some time outside, some fresh air. Be your positive self in the sun. Even if it's chasing the carpet shark around. Or
the land shark, the four-legged shark.
Yes. It's been good that the weather's been nice with a, 18 week old puppy.
Yep.
Yeah. Full of energy.
Into everything.
Yeah, seriously.
It's like having a toddler all over again.
Yeah.
Except it's got 2 more legs.
Two more legs and 60 pounds and 2.5 foot tall already.
And sharp teeth.
Yeah. So again, stay positive, stay yourself, pay for your porn, support all the wonderful content creators and performers that, that we talk to on a regular basis, that you see as well within the OnlyFans world, the Twitter world.
And those we hope to bring to you in the future.
Yes. We have a few coming up here in the next couple episodes, so ought to be a fun time. Remember to wrap it before you tap it, lick it before you stick it, and until next time,
we'll keep the lights on and the tub warm for you.